Barroom etiquette dictates that it's okay to brag as long as you have the spurs to back it up. If you've been a follower of pro watercross racing for some time, you've probably seen and heard Chris MacClugage both brag and show his spurs countless times.
Try to use the lappers to my advantage, but if they get in my way, I'm going to have to go over them or something. Went out that time, got a bad start, came from the middle of the pack on my Kawasaki 750 SXI and just pulled every other boat out there. Made them look like stock boats actually compared to what I thought. And
that was probably one of your closest battles so far this year in Pro Runabout 1200 with Nicholas. Really exciting race out there.
Yeah, whatever, I won.
Unfortunately, Chris feels that the public perception of him being brash and even a bit outspoken is very incorrect.
I guess I have an attitude sometimes, but a lot of the times I'm not a person to strike up a conversation. If someone comes up and talks to me, then it's a lot easier for me to talk to people, but I'm usually not the person to go up and start talking to people or, get into the middle of a crowd and be the center of attention, or not really like jump up on stage and, start talking there. I don't like doing that, or, I couldn't be the person who gets called out of a crowd to dance on the stage, kind of reserved.
It may be a shocking concept to think of the Mac attack as reserved, but his family and close circle of friends swear it is true. This is especially shocking considering he is living a rock star lifestyle at the top of the watercross racing totem pole. Like any rock star will tell you, one of the best things you can do for yourself in this situation is just get away for some personal time.
Wakeboarding, what appeals to me about wakeboarding is just being able to go out there and have a good time. Basically, there's a boat pulling you, but it's like you're in control of whatever you want to do out there. So it's up to you. If you want to jump higher, whatever you want to do it's in your hands. If you want to try a flip, you can try a flip. But I've been doing it for probably 6 or 7 years now. It's basically something I don't do a lot of anymore, but I used to be involved with it a lot and did a couple competitions. But now it's just whenever I get a chance and get some friends together and go out for a wakeboard session.
In his 15 years as a competitor, 28-year-old Chris MacClugage has accomplished just about everything there is to do in jet sports racing. He was, in fact, the 1989 Expert Amateur National and World Freestyle Champion. But racing has been his life to the tune of 10 Pro National Championships and 6 World titles in 4 different classes. You kind of get the feeling that Chris hasn't left a stone unturned in the sport, but he did find an interesting gold nugget to overturn in freeriding, which in the simplest of terms is a combination of surfing and freestyle in ocean waves.
When I went to start freeride, it was something I wanted to accomplish because other people were better than me at it. And it was something I didn't want. And I don't know if that's greedy, but I've done this sport for so long that I want to be greedy. I'm not greedy, but I want to be the best I could be at every aspect of this sport. And except freestyle, I used to do that. I don't really like that anymore. But the freeride thing, it's something cool. It's like, obviously, there's the extreme sports, the guys are doing backflips on motorcycles, and it's just something that's really a lot more entertaining, I think, to watch than other parts of the sport. And people want to see air, they want to see flips and crashes, and I think freeride has that. But it's making racing more exciting too. It's for some reason it's taking my mind off of racing, but then when I go back to racing, it seems like I'm more amped to do it. So I think it's helping. Just being on the jet ski, I think all around is helping it out.
Mac is obviously a quick study, as he has already netted a second-place finish in freeride competition behind his mentor, surf guru Joe Kenny. Joe has also turned Chris onto yet another aspect of the sport to combine waves and personal watercraft, tow-in surfing.
We'll do like performance towing, I guess they call it, like Randy. That's what Randy Lane calls it. And we'll just, whatever the wave size are, whether they're 4 feet, 15 feet, we'll go out there and just tow in, and it's just so much better. I think I really am a terrible surfer, but I'm a pretty good wakeboarder, and like having your feet strapped on and getting pulled into the wave at 40 miles an hour rather than paddling into it, you're able to like triple the ride time on the wave and catch these waves like way before the guys that are paddling in. It's just pleasure.